So hello everyone. So as of now we have understood how we can create up different tables. Then we have already completed all the DDL, that is data definition language commands. So today we will start up with data manipulation and data DML, which is data manipulation language, and how exactly we make changes to data, how exactly we fetch data. So the first command which we will learn will be the select statement. So as of now, we have created up the table. We have put up data inside the table using the insert statements. Now we want to see what all data is there inside a table, right? So the command to see and fetch the table records is select. So this is the command which can be used up with various combinations. As of today, we will understand select and where, we will use select with where statement. Then we can have select with distinct. We can have select with order by, then group by. Then we can use select with limit. We can have sub queries of select statements. So again, we will be covering all these topics one by one. Let us go ahead and focus on select and where today. So I'm just magnifying my screen. So let's go ahead and create up the employees table to understand this concept. So I have created up the employee table, and let us put up some values inside the employee table. So this is how we are putting up values inside the employee table, right? Okay. So after putting up the values inside the employee table, first command which we will learn today is select star from employees. What does this star depict? This star depicts all the columns of a table. So the columns of this table is ID, first name, last name, and age. So all the columns of this table will be depicted by select star from employees. So we are saying please show us all the records and all the columns of employee table. So this will give us all the records and all the columns of this table. You can see that this table has 4 columns and these many 10 records. Now we say that instead of star, we say that first name comma age. So here we mention of the column names. Here we give the column name separated by commas. Here column name 1, then again column name 2. In a similar way, you can mention as many columns as you want separated by comma. So we have mentioned first name, comma, age. And star is for all the columns. So now let's go ahead and run this query. So here we will be getting up only 2 columns. Why it is not giving us anything? Because we have spelled up employees wrong. So that's why it is giving an error. Do not have an O over here, employees. Now let us go ahead and run it. So I guess there is mistake with the first name now. First name has an underscore in between. So I have not mentioned of the column name right. So it must be giving an error saying that the column name does not exist. Unknown column first name in list, right? So I have corrected it. Let's go ahead and see it now. It has now given me only 2 columns, first name and age, but all the records. So this is how we can select different number of columns by changing up from star to the column. Now I want to see the columns only those records where age is between 30 and 50. So there is something called as the where statement. So at first we have the select statement, then we mention the column names, then we mention the table name. After writing in from, we mention the table name, and then comes the where clause. So this is a way of writing up the SQL select statement. So everything as an order. So when we say about the distinct, it has a place to be written in order by, it has to be written after where clause. Similarly, limit has to be written at the end. Group by will be written after where clause. So there is an order of using all these things with select statement. So we will discuss about this order at first. Let us understand just the where clause. So select star from employees where age is between 30 and 50, and let us run it. So you see over here that only 2 records have been fetched where age is 30 and 45, and this includes. So you see over here that this includes 30 and 50. When we say between 30 and 50, it includes 30 and 50. So between is also a keyword which can be used with where, right? You can also mention it something like this, where age is greater than equal to 30 and less than equal to, and age is less than equal to 50. These two queries are exactly the same. So, but like that has been written with between, and that this has been written with and operator. So again, you can see we have fetched only two records. So there are different feasibilities of using them, and like there are different usage with numbers. It gives a better performance. If you are using with numbers, you should always use between and not between. So not between does not include 30 and 50. Let me show it to you. So you see over here that this particular table now has all the values except values which are not between 30 and 50. So it has also included 30, right? I guess. So again, there are few things which I also have to correct myself. So we have an age of 30 which is not being shown over here, which means that not between 30 and 50 also includes 30 and 50. You can see over here that this does not include 30 and 50. So again, in both of the cases, 30 and 50 are included in it. Correct. Now there is another keyword which is in. So these between and in, not in are used with the where clause. So there might be a scenario where you need to find out the employees whose age are either 70, 60, 50, 40 or 30. Like after every 10 years, your company is giving up a prize. Like whenever person completes 10 years in his life. So maybe like if I am 29, that is okay. When I turn 30, your company says that, oh, you have completed 3 into 10 years of your life. We want to give you a random prize. So there might be that case of scenario. So your company is giving some prizes. So I will just go ahead and run it. So this will show only those records which whose value will be either 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Only those records in which age will be either 30, 40, 50, 60 or 70. Nothing between. They should be exact 30 or 40 or 50 or 60 or 70. So similarly, you can use not in. So all the records which are not in these will be selected. You can see over here all the records except 31 have been selected. Only the first record is not there, which was having 30. So similarly, there is one more important, and this is the like the basic, like mostly used operator in with where, which is the like operator. So you can see over here that with, let us go back and like see our data first. So in our data we have two records, three records which start with A, Alok, Anand, and Anand, and then there are two records. One record starts with underscore, and one record starts with one. So I have marked them intentionally. Why I have marked them intentionally, you will know in some way. Like with where you can also use the like clause. So whenever I say something like this, it will fetch us three records. Spelling is wrong. Employees. So whenever I run this query, it will fetch me EMPLOYEES. Unknown column name. So name is unknown column. So instead of name, we have mentioned first name. This should be first name. Let me correct it in all the queries for you. Now I will just go ahead and say run it, and now it runs and gives me three records: Anand, Alok, and Anand Gujral. Right? We had three records starting with A. So there are two wild characters in SQL. One is percentage, which means any number of words or alphabets, and like any of them. So it can be A, B, C, D till Z. It can be any wild character. It can be numbers. It can be anything, and it can be in any number. So Anand, A N A N D, A N. After A we have N A and D. So it does not count anything. Like it says that it should just start with A. After it can be anything. Correct. So here it says it starts with N and or age is greater than 20. So let me just run this. So it fetch me values where age is either greater than 20 or first name starts with N. So you see over here that the first name Nisha starts with N, and in the same way if I mark it and instead of or, if I mark it and instead of or, and now if I run it, there is a mistake in spelling. It will just show me Nisha, which is of age 82. Correct, because now we have and. So what is the difference between and or? So in the similar way you can use these operators as and when like you required. So like you can use it with like, you can use it with between. So these are just the statements. So like what exactly is and or? So when we say something is true and true will give us true with and if we have true and false will give us false. So both these statements should be true with and. So as the name suggests, it is and this both of the conditions should be true, then only it should show it. Or means either this is true or this is true, please show it, right? So in the similar way, like you can understand this from here when we say select true or false and true. So the precedence means priority. At first, if we write something like this, so at first the system will interpret and operator. Will give like in mathematics we used to have BODMAS. That was for brackets. Like BODMAS for precedence, right? Like brackets will be given the first precedence. In a similar way, and is given precedence over or. So even if we do not have these, then and is given, so it will be false and true, which will be false, false or true, which will be true. So at the end it will give us true. 1. So let me make it false. This will now this should give us false, sorry, true. So why this is the same statement, like why let me reiterate it, sorry. So if you see over here that this particular statement is giving us 1. If the precedence of or was more than and, then this should be true. True or false is true. True and true is again true. So let me give false over here and true over here, right? So this will again give me true, because true and false is false, but true is true and true or false is false. So but if I apply a bracket over here now, this will give me true or true, true. True and false, false. 0. So if I remove the bracket, it means and will be precedence, like and will be like given the precedence first, which will be something like this, and which will say as true and false is false, true or false is true. This makes you clear, like this will make you clear. You can go ahead and like run this and like try this at your part. Second is the escape character. One more thing is important, which is the escape character. So what exactly is escape character? When we say that this is a symbol which means that anything after A, what about if our name contains percentage? So this is what like I have like given over here, right? This last thing has percentage. You can see over here that the last name has percentage. What if your data has percentage? How will you specify that? So this is something which is given by escape character. You will say select star from employees where last name like escape character percentage and then What was the name? Last. Still last. So this command means like whenever you say escape character and percentage, this means that do not use percentage as a wildcard. If you will use something like this, it will say at the end there should be last, and before last it can be anything. So say for example, if I run it, you will be able to see it, right? You will be able to see it by, let me go ahead and like enter another record which will clarify this thing. So I will insert another value over here. Let me copy it and bring it to the end where we're working out, and let me paste it over here and insert a value having this last, and before last we'll just have 1 2 3 4, right? Let me insert this. Now I have inserted this. Let me run this again. So it will show me two values, percentage last and 1 2 3 4, because before last it says it can be anything. Percentage means it can be anything. But if I mark an escape character over here, which is marked by this, and now run it, it will show me only one record. It should have shown me one record. So I have marked it. I think I have marked the escape character wrong. See, it has shown me only one record. The escape character is something which is marked by this. So before percentage, I have just marked this, which means that do not use percentage as a wild character, but use it just as a simple character and search for percentage last. So now it has shown me only one record rather than showing me two records. So in the similar way, we have another wildcard which is underscore, and underscore means only one. Only one alphabet, number, special character can be anything, but only one. Like percentage means any number of the particular thing, like alphabet, number, anything, any number of them before at the end there should be only last. Before it could be anything. It means, but here it means that at the end there should be name, and before name there should be only one character. It can be anything. Correct. Now I will just go and run it. So it will show me two values. It can be one or it can be underscore. And with the escape character is this, right? And with escape character, it should show me only one result, which is underscore name, which is showing. This is good, right? Now another thing is use of is null with where statement. You can like use something like this, like you need to show the all the employees where last name is null. So it will just show us all the employees. What is null? Null is a value which is nothing, neither zero, but it has nothing, no value. So again, like you can see over here that we are using equal to operator over here. Like you can see over here that we are using some operator such as greater than, right? Then we have operator, we can use even operator such as equal to. So rather than like, we can also say select, uh, like over here we can just say where name equal to this. So now if I run it, then it will also show me this name. So you see over here that this shows me like, and these wildcards work only with the like statement. You have to remember this, that these wildcard does not work with the equal to. Equal to means exact match. So now see that this is not showing us two values. If I use the like word over here, it will show us two records. And with equal to, it shows us one record. So in a similar way, like equal to can be used. This is a thing for not equal. If you say that age is not equal to 0 or 1 or 5, so greater than, less than equal to, greater than equal to. So like we have an example, select star from employees where age not equal to 20. So all the records will be shown. but only those records will not be shown which has the age 20. You see, 20 age is not shown, and we have this in the database. If you see over here, we have a record which have age 20. That was not shown. So this brings this lesson to the close. In this lesson we were just like studying the where clause and what all things we can use with the where clause. So again, you can find up these syntaxes. I have like marked up and attach them with the script. And in the next chapter we will be studying about the distinct operator with select statement. Please do like and share the videos. Thank you guys, have a great day.